the pleasure pathways are aroused by sexual activity. And if the sexual activity is consistent and successful, the masses don't know how to manage the lust that is associated with these pleasures. And then, as a result, people become wayward. Their lust begins to make their eyes wander, their desires wander, and this is where we get into trouble with people that fall away from good, healthy, happy relationships. I mean, people, when this happens, the desire can be so strong. It's such a betraying level that they'll forsake all. They'll forsake the wife, the kids, and some people even murder their wife and kill their kids to fulfill these lusts and desires. That's how powerful our sinful carnal nature is. You've seen it. You've seen there's enough television and media and stuff now to educate us on this. A lot of the trouble that people are having is relative to not understanding intimacy and how it works, sex and how it works. It can jilt the moral compass because it can open a pathway for our sinful nature to come in to our mind and begin to betray us away from the things that matter to us, the people that matter to us, the children that matter to us. And how many men and women have lost faith with their children because they've betrayed the mother or the father, because they've met somebody at work, or they've gone out for a night, got drunk and had sex with some stranger, some predator. This happens all the time, and they mar and scar and ruin and wound the family by one single foolish action, and some of them wound themselves. They start toying around with the pedophile, predator dating sites. They start toying around emotionally with people outside the relationship, which is really as bad as doing it. They're grooming people and exchanging intimacy and stuff like this. Let's go. Hup. Here he comes. Hup, hup. Hup, hups. Hup. Ah. Before you know it, this is all happening behind your back. They're still having sex with you. They're asking you how they look, how they feel. These are usually indications that something's going on. They're making a rain check on themselves. They're using you to validate how they feel, how they look, what the possibilities are of them securing lust with somebody else. I've had women do this. They're vulnerable to this. You challenge them on some foolish, infantile behavior, and the next thing they're whinging to somebody else that hasn't got all the bills and hasn't got the children and ain't running around and cooking and all the rest of it. Just some grub just some grub on the outside that makes out they're the answer, they're the cure. And these people get away with it most of the time. And you're just on the end of it all, unbeknownst to you, a lot of it. A lot of it's happened and manifested before you're even aware of it. You know that the behavior's changed, something's wrong. Something's not right. You're being aggravated, tormented, frustrated. The whole scale has tilted in the wrong direction in the relationship. And it's all because these people don't know how to manage their lust, their passions and desires, which are ignited and aroused through intimacy. I've seen it over and over again. These people have a self-grandized view of themselves. They start looking around and seeking, eyes wandering, heart wandering. They've got no control over their sinful nature. Add demons to this that'll bring people along at the right time and at the right place. Evil has its magnificence as well. I've seen it. I've seen how stupid and foolish these people are that you get mixed up with. They keep a space between you and them to enable them to be on the scout and on the lookout. You'll find that people that want to have distance have to have distance for a reason, and it's not usually to be with themselves. And these people are best avoided. As soon as they start this way of making space and trying to entrain you into it, you have to realize that you're being used. This person does not want to make a healthy, proper relationship with you. They're actually indirectly keeping their options open. And it's wicked and it's evil, and it happens every day. A lot of people are so hurt and maimed and unable to recover from this kind of betrayal because it's all covert. It all happens covertly. When you realize this person's been evil and deceitful behind your back whilst you've been going along rightfully and devotedly and loyally, you start to look at humanity in a different way. But if you don't understand the sinful nature of man and woman being the more vulnerable to it, then you're not going to realize that the possibilities of these things happening are normal. It's normal. That's why you see marriage breakups and all the rest of it now at levels that have never been seen in history before. They have options. Accountability and irresponsibility are running wild. That's how the dating sites work. And people can just ghost you like you don't even matter, like you don't really matter. When this starts to happen to you and you start to wake up to the fact that something's not right, even though all the intimacy's there and all the rest of it, for some of you it may not be, you need to realize that you're dealing with someone that's gone astray. For the most part, it has nothing to do with you. You're not going to pull that person back. It's not your job to do that. If they're not able to manage themselves in a healthy, wholesome way, break up, go no contact, and never contact that fool again.